Good day to MTOPS traders. We're going to cover what we did with the MTOPS Criterion yesterday. We're going to cover what's already happened today and what's about to happen next. I hope you guys are beginning to understand the power behind this MTOPS forecasting strategy. We said it was going to stop there. It literally did. It's come down to this resistance, and it's followed our plays, our predictions, almost in a color by numbers format on every time frame. You can see the resistance getting support over there. And then again, with what was happening. So let's climb into what happened yesterday. We said there wasn't a good idea to get into the market as we just were waiting for the market to confirm itself before we got in. And it did exactly that. It gave us a -5 score, so quite close to zero. But just to be on the caution side, we decided to stick out. Just as a recap, this is what the market looked like when we were predicting it. And I said, let's stick out of that for now, wait to see what happens here, and then get in at a later point. And that's just saying, go and get into contact with me on the chat. If you would like to see my previous work, please go to my TradingView profile. Feel free to scroll down. All my work is here. I say this because I was chatting to a friend this morning who got scammed out of $33,000. And there are a lot of crooks out there. Just be careful of them. Stay close to authentic guys like myself and work with what works. So back to the MTOPS Criterion. Okay, so as you saw yesterday, we said it wasn't a good idea until market trend confirmed itself. Again, sorry guys, I don't need to do cross-marketing promotions, but to your benefit, all this information is in my free material on YouTube. This will be covered into the markets and cycles, as well as trading with trend. So because we traded with trend, we decided to hang back, let the market do its stuff. I'm very proud of that. I'm not remorseful in any way that we lost out on these gains. We just preferred to be responsible before getting in instead of chasing the price and being hopeful like other guys are doing. So what we had seen here in terms of the turning point of where we are right now is that price came down, a lower low got formed, this lower high formed below there. So from a market structure perspective, it would have been a 2 out of 2. A time projection, we have Confluence on time projection tool, more on that on the paid material if you're interested to learn about how we do this. And then again, in sync with the sine wave, which is also a super powerful tool. So we would have seen for time, would have done a 2 over there. The oscillator, it came up, it showed its exhaustion point up top, and then did the convergence cross over there. Don't worry about the big words, basically the lines crossed to keep it simple. So that was a 2. Price projection, or that would have been a 2. Price projection came up nicely onto our price projection tool. So once again, paid material, but you can see pretty much there the price has coincided exactly with 1, 2 of the projection tools, which again we utilize ahead of time, so we see what happens ahead of time before it happens, not whilst it happens. And support and resistance, we're going to leave it as a 1, as there wasn't, I mean, it came in line with this level over here, but it didn't really go up completely. I think it did actually. Let me just double check live in front of you. I haven't seen this yet. I just want to make sure I've got the right one. Yes, actually, I did really well there. The 1/8 performed quite strongly in it, so I'm gonna leave it as a 1 because it wasn't completely confluent, but it was close enough. Over here, we would make profit on the downside. All right, so over here on the way up, we don't trade. We stay quite clear out of that. So therefore, we look to make no money. And they would have said to get out. So the turning point is what I'm looking for here on the MTOPS Criterion confirmation. More so, what I'm looking for is on this side of the scale with the MTOPS projection. The criterion is saying whether or not to get in or not, which is that side of the equation. So if you go to, once again, my videos online, you've got the playlist here. It takes you step by step along the way. It will say trading with trend. If you go to this video number 4, it will say as one of the rules inside there, do not get into a trade and counter trend. So that's why this is attracted that low score, and it would have said to stay out. So for these reasons, we got a very tight confluence on the forecasting, but from a trade perspective, the MTOPS Criterion, which is obviously where you're making money is via trading, said stay away. So we're going to close it off as a massive success. Once again, guys, please go, please monitor my success, because my success is your success. Not only do this full time and for my family, which is the reason why I've gone so hard and into it. I'm a all-in pro trader. This is all I do, and I want to share it with you because of those reasons, because I take my trading so seriously that it supports my family and supports my lifestyle and creates the future that I want to be in, as well as the crazy cool adventures that I've been in up until this point. And I'm sharing this with you because I would like the same for you. So please take advantage of it, get involved. You can see over here by my information posted onto TradingView that I'm legit. I don't know what this is about. I should change that. Anyway, who cares about it? Move on. So I'm going to close this off, right? Ciao. So on to today's projection. Now, we're outside of the accumulation zone. Okay, let me take it a step back. So we want to keep structure, right? So we want to stay close to the MTOPS. So we always consult this because this is our best friend. He's our ally. He tells us to get in, to stay away. He brings clarity. He brings control over our emotions and also protects our account. So we have control, protection, and growth. Very, very powerful stuff. Very, very powerful stuff. And please use it. Okay, so let's get into today. The price has gone beyond this lower low, and I needed to do that personally because I wanted to see where the trend was going to continue, because it could have come to this point and then moved up in that direction to form a potential higher high, and that's something I didn't want to see. Personally, I wanted to see this confirmation that it's going to go again lower than the lower low that's been formed over here. So I would like to give today's score on market structure a 2. Now, to confirm my market structure, I'm going to have a look at these higher cycles. This cycle is telling me that it's kind of bouncing around in the air over there. It hasn't found a nice structural point for it to move on. And that's whether this is still in an uptrend or not. So if it's in an uptrend, then it certainly hasn't found itself in a nice position within the square. If you can see over here, I mean, please go and check my previous work to confirm. So now that we are all on the same page, that I'm not talking nonsense, this is the case. So price has stopped there, as I said it would stop there, and it's come down to here. I mean, this is not chance, guys. This is magical stuff. So what I'm seeing right now is it's kind of hanging out in the air somewhere. So I feel that it needs to come back down. I tested it, and I think it needs to come back down to find a nice confluence point. Now, I haven't done the trend reversal metrics yet, but I also want to see whether or not that we're jumping out of an uptrend and into its downtrend, which is obviously big news for everyone around the world. So I'll get onto that, and I'll probably share it with you in tomorrow's video. Once again, total confluence, and this was drawn up way ahead of time, guys. Total confluence on this level. Confluence means just lined up, so don't get scared away by the fancy words. And then again over here, finding support. The MTOPS strategy brings in the stitching of each time frame. So this time frame gets stitched into this time frame, which gets stitched into this time frame. They always tell a unified story, and that's why it's so important to have them work together. And no other strategy that I've seen on the internet offers that. So once again, the MTOPS is super powerful, guys. Okay, so where are we right now? So market structure, I want to lean towards it too. It's looking good. It looks like it's over due for a correction. So let's leave that there for now. Time projection, Okay, so our options with time projection seem pretty good. I'm foreseeing a turnaround at that point over there. That'll be too late. This is good for me. So I'm going to leave that as 2. Oscillator was oscillator tell us. Oscillator says the switch has happened. We're now into the red volume, which is obviously downtrend indicative, or downswing or down wave at least. So leave that as a 2 for today. The price projection. Now this is going to determine whether we get in or not really. So right now we're up here. It hasn't really found its confluence, which tells me it's which is going to come back down. I think it's going to come into this range over here. So I'm looking at the 28,000s as a turning point for the next position to happen. Once again, I'm just going to look over here to see where 28,000 is. Yeah, that looks good to me. Looks like it can come and get. Wait, then we go even further down. 28,000. Okay. I'm not loving what this looks like from a support perspective, but I could overshoot and then come and find some support over there. And then once again, 28,000. Let's just see over here to get our confirmations. That's 30. Okay, so this is where it gets a little tricky because 28,000 is just somewhere like random. It's not really a very strong number to go at. So I'm not completely confident it might go over there. Let's try again here. I'm just showing you live how the traders do this. So 29,800. Let's see over here where 29,800 is. Okay, now that's getting more realistic. All right, so yeah, okay. So to 29,800, we are going to look at all right, cool. So from a price, we're looking pretty solid there. But to get there, how much profit are we looking to attain? Oh, nice. That's looking good. That's at least about 30% profit. Okay, so from the support and resistance thing, the support and resistance part of the MTOPS, we have price confirmation down the 1/4, and if I had to divide the 1/4 into 1/8, you will see that there'll be perfect confluence, I'm pretty sure. These lines come through in extreme market conditions, so I don't often have them up, but as you can see, the 1/8 is absolutely tightly knit. Look at that, hugging it all the way in. Okay, so I see price. I mean, I don't want to go too specific because there are ways that it could work alternatively, but I kind of see price dropping within this range on its way down. If not down to there, in that range, or perhaps a bit more of a shallow one according to high time frames. It's going to stop there. So I'm going to go to my group now. I'm going to go put out a signal and have my guys profit from this trade. Let's continue the MTOPS course. MTOPS Criterion, it looks like a 2, and then I think you're going to see a 35% return on position. So we're looking good. I'm pretty confident this is going to work out quite well. I'm interested to see what the price happens on the higher frames. I've got a feeling that it's just limbering now and then going to come back down again. So before it does, I'm going to hop off this video, go put the signal out, make some profit, and I'm going to say cheers for now. All right, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks for your attention, and we'll see you tomorrow.